Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tanaj London and I'm here to discuss everything art, most in particular Black art. Maybe not Black art because really what is Black art? I'm going to say Black artists who create art, right? Um, so first and foremost, if you hear anything or you're more intrigued and want to know more about what we're going to discuss today, um, leave a comment. Let me know what it is that you liked about this video, right? But let's get into it. So, I was listening to a channel, I believe her name was Miss Teresa Art, and the title of the video was 10 African American Artists That You Should Know. And, generally you see these lists and there's usually always the same suspects on it, right? And which is cool, but in terms of Black artists, there are many of us out there, but I just feel like the ones that are constantly repeated, okay, they've already got their limelight, right? And I just feel like there's so many others that need to be, have a little showcase, a little spotlight on them too. And so Miss Teresa Art, she goes into saying how art is art, true, fair enough, but and not even but she goes on to say that she has picked these because these artists are her preferences, but the fact that they are underrepresented and that they just happen to be African American. No, ma'am, right? Like, no, we don't. Like, I appreciate what she's getting at. Like, art is art, and it doesn't matter what the color, the race, or have you. But the fact that she said that it's an underrepresented group, right? At least that's how I interpreted it. I take issue with that. So I don't take issue with the list because I agree with the names on them. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I would like to add my own four Black artists that I have followed for a long time, and I just appreciate the art that they create. So in her list, let me talk about that for a bit. She had Kayinde Wiley. He is the gentleman, I believe he's Nigerian, who did the portrait for Barack Obama. And then we have what's the other name? Then we have Bisa Butler. She does quilting collages, portraiture with quilting, but it's oh my God, it's phenomenal, right? So I can certainly understand why she picked these names. There was also Amy Sherrill. She did Michelle Obama. Unless you're living under a rock, you may not know the names, but you know that somebody Black had done their portraits. And I don't know, I just feel a way that, I don't feel a way that they are in the spotlight. What I feel a way about is that there's not enough Black artists out there. And no, that's not true. That's not what I mean. There's not enough representation of us out there. And there's no reason why they shouldn't be. I mean, let's keep it real. We move the culture, right? But what we're most known for, or I guess, regarded for, right, is sports, entertainment, music, right? And I don't know why that is. I don't know. Well, I kind of can guess that these are areas where there is an audience. I mean, an active participating audience, right? You go to a concert, you go to a game, and so you have these audiences that are active. And I guess the art arena is not as woo, or it seems more like it's exclusive to a certain group of people, that kind of thing. And it's not so. And I don't know if Black people in particular, where maybe there's not that much respect, or respect because they don't find like there's money in it as there is in music and sports. But I think it's time for us to change that, because there's no reason why I should be on YouTube digging and searching for a channel discussing black artists or another artist that, they have like hundreds of thousands of views. Like, why? And it's you search, and it should not be that difficult. It should not be that difficult. But anyway, so she named these 10 artists, and I appreciate that list. I do, but I want to add my own, right? So these young ladies, I believe only one of them has actually a YouTube channel. She's not as active as she could be, but I follow her a bit, and I kind of understand why. But the first one on my list that I want to add to Miss Teresa's list of phenomenal artists, in my opinion, right, is Tyra Powers, right? I believe she's an artist out of Baltimore, Maryland, and her art is like urban. It's urban art, mostly of black women, couples at times, some family stuff, but her art is very simple, but in your face, like you get it. It's like, what's up? What's good? What's going on? And I love her art. Very simple, and I love it, right? Then we have God Taught artist, Brianna James. She is, I believe, out of Texas, but she travels around because her husband is in the military. Her art is conceptual art, like so creative, the ideas, and she works a lot in oils. She's another one I feel like she really needs to have her name on the map. Also, we have my third person is King Keisha. Again, it's someone on Instagram. I will leave these names in below, right? So you can check them out and see what I'm talking about. So King Keisha, I believe she's in the Caribbean somewhere. I'm not sure which island that is, but her art is Afrocentric and simple. She uses, I want to say, like muslin, like some kind of linen in her art. Couple of paint strokes, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, right? And then my fourth pick is Miss Audrey, Audrii. Not sure where she is. I think she's somewhere on the West Coast. I think. Vibrant, very colorful. Just really hitting, like, very consistent. And these women that I've mentioned, their art is something to me where if I saw it somewhere outside of social media, I would think of them. And if not, then somebody's close to doing their work. But they definitely, I can identify their work, right? And so, yeah, I just wanted to add these few names to the list. And just, I think going forward, I'm going to be a virtual curator. I think I'm a budgeting one. I really am, And it's not to say that I won't talk about other art, because if the art is like hitting, if it's like really like, wow, it is worth a mention, right? But my focus here is to actually talk about black art, right? Black art. I said that again, not black art. Art done by black creative artists, right? Because what is black art? But I'll leave that for another discussion. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I know that there's a lot of us out there, artists. I know that there is. And I just want to put us more on the map. I don't want to have to go scourging, digging deep, like we don't exist. It's just one of those things, too, when I think about it, where if an alien came to Earth and was going through our records, our history, or whatever you want to call it, and what would they see? What would be the first thought, right? In terms of the creative side. I mean, we can say a lot about, like, society in general, a hot mess we are in right now, but that's not what we're talking about today. What would they see? They would think that the predominant group of people who are moving and shaking the art world are white, and probably white males, right? And it's not so. There's no way that us as a culture, as black people, moving the culture in the ways that we do on social media and can't do so in art. Yes, we can. Where have I heard that before? No. Yes, we can. And we should be. We should be. I should be. I just think that art in the Black community just doesn't get the same respect because they feel there's no money in it, and there is. And I think a lot of people are learning that, but they still, honey, right? It's all good though, but it takes time. It takes time, and I feel like people like me, when I come out here and I talk about this stuff, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And so, leave your comments. I'm gonna say bye for now. But again, if you like anything that you hear and you want to hear more, you want to discuss more, please share your thoughts for real. And if there's any artists that you feel that need to be discussed, add that too, because I would love, I mean, you know what, at the end of the day, let's think about this. There's no way we're going to know every artist, right? Because there's so many of us. Just like music and music, there's so many music artists. There's so many sports players. We will never know everyone's name. We will never know everyone's name. However, excuse me, I don't know how I ended up down there. However, right, we can talk about Black artists more. So there's millions of us out there, right? Sculptors, photographers, painters, drawers, illustrators, the whole nine. This channel can go on forever. I mean, I won't with this video, but this talk can go on forever. So please like, subscribe, share, and see you in the next video.